Good day to you people of the interwebs. Welcome to this week's edition of Transformer of the Week. Well, I'm going to be looking at this guy. This is a Beast Wars Neo Dead End. He's an ammonite. He's a prehistoric sea creature. That's what he is. Now, I remember when, as a child, going fossil hunting. And you go, I think it was around the south coast of England, possibly Devon. And you go on the beaches there, and there's these huge, like, bits of slate on the seaside from the cliffs and what have you. And you go around, and you find a nice bit of slate, and you split it. And inside, there'd either been nothing, or there'd be the fossilized remains of some ancient creature. And mostly, more likely, it was one of these things, ammonite. And obviously, it was not as colourful as this. It was just, slate coloured, really, because it was part of the stone. This is a pearly white with that lovely pink in there, and just a bit of splash of purple, just for good measure. Yes, it looks like some kind of candy. That's what it does. It looks like that. But the sculpture work is excellent. I'm not sure why they've put all these gaps in here so you can see the innards. Otherwise, you'd have a complete 360 beast mode. You wouldn't see any robot kibble, but they put these holes in just so you can. Just so it's obvious that it's a transformer and not some candy-based prehistoric sea creature. I like how some of the tentacles are a metallic purple. The eyes also great. The eyes have this kind of it's like a kind of just a little line in them that just belays the roboticness. So it just gives that away that this is actually a robot creature. It's got a little wiggle waggle in the head. But other than that, that is as much articulation as you get in this mode. Obviously, the blooming hard shell does not articulate. Now, I know what you're thinking, and you're right. It's a prehistoric shellfish. It is a shell former. It's probably the definition of shell forming with it. It's got this little lever on the top. This is a starter transformation. I quite like this, so let's do this. Fire that off. We'll come back to this later. We'll talk about this later. And then reveals this mangled corpse of a robot underneath. And then transformation is just a case of getting this out here and kind of unfolding the robot. Now, as you may or may not imagine, or as you may imagine, getting this back into beast mode is a lot harder than getting it into robot mode. Because in beast mode, you've got to get all the arms and the legs aligned in the right position, and it's not particularly ergonomic. It's not intuitive really in any way. It's just a case of you just finding the right spots for it to actually transform. Whereas unfolding it is kind of fun for a start. So you kind of start unfolding bits, moving bits around. Get this arm out of the way somewhere, and then this entire rig here. You fold that up, round, over, down. Oh, before we do that, these hunting tentacles here, you remove these, parts forming, that'll be his weapon. So you plug that all together, do all this, swing his feet around, get this at the same angle as the other so it matches. Swizzle his head around And there is his robot mode. Let's make him a lefty, shall we? There you go. They hold this. This becomes his blaster slash hunting tentacle arm. And this is just fantastic. I love the head sculpt on this guy. There's something both alien and kind of papal about it, you know. There's something Pope-like with his head sculpt. Just the white, and then probably the bishop's mitre type thing going on that's also very sea creaturey and alien about it, you know. There's something, yeah, like it says, both Geiger and religion at the same time, and also mirrors, you know, the actual sea creature mode. So it's, you know, really quite intelligent design, but it's in this pearly white, so you don't really pick up on all the details that much. But you know, that's there. And then I like the head of the creature is his chest. It does kind of lead to the awkward thing where the actual head looks kind of like an insect throwing up tentacles, and these tentacles are now his loincloth, and so that just screams hentai. But yeah, and with that, yeah, just for a little figure, you know, he's got ball joints for his arms, legs, elbows and knees, feet, so you know, plenty of articulation. Then there's this can reattach to give him proper full-on 80s shoulder padding going on. And then that again can fire off. I mean, I just love this lever. Right, all other Transformers, the guns are kind of incorporated into the design of the gun, or it's just a little button, or it's something just inconspicuous that you press and it fires the missile. That is just a full-on lever. It just gives that expression that in the Transformers world, you know, these things are just things that you press as a kid to fire the weapons. It gives the impression that in the Transformers world, that is an actual lever that you press and fire off the missile. And this has got to be the biggest missile in Transformers. This is the biggest missile in Transformers. Not in length, it's definitely in girth. I mean, look at that. Not very aerodynamic, but you know, you're under the sea, so it doesn't need to be. And then just check out the tech detail underneath there. Both arms are the same. It's got these, you know, tech detail with like some thrusters carved in and vents and stuff. It's just really, really thoughtful that, you know, they do that quite often. They just give that a skip, but no, they go a full hog. I mean, all in all, you know, most of the areas here, you know, in the back and everything, you've got all these just little extra nods and sculptures of just bits of tech and stuff. And oh, spark crystal in there again, that lever. It's just this. Let's fire the missile. Brilliant, love it, absolutely love it. So yeah, he's got just these random bits of gold ripping through on his legs. Got, you know, gold fists just to give that extra pop of colour in there. Is a shell form, but there's something earnest about how he does it. There's something of earnest about, you know, a lot of the Beast Wars and the other things that are shell formers, the chunks kind of get in the way, but with these big shoulder pads, I've got big shoulder pads and it doesn't really hamper any of my articulation, because they're on double hinges on there, and they can kind of, you know, well, this one can pivot a bit. I don't think this one can, because it's a missile, but you know, they can move a bit, and if you want to, you know, you can fire that missile away, and you can completely unpeg that one, and then you could do like just little jagged edges in there as well, just to, so you could just, in theory, just kind of find your place, and you could just store that separately. Nom 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 nom. Maybe as a base for him to stand on or something. So yeah, options. We like options on Transformers. But you know, that's it. It's a very simple toy. you know, what to him. You can see we'll not get that on double hinges there on that. So, you know. So he could just have blast people with these cannons on his shoulders as he runs past them. So yeah, simple, fun, effective, unique alt mode, prehistoric creature. That's why it's my Transformer of the week. Join me next week, where there'll be more Transformers, more weeks, as usual. And until then, be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes, and because you deserve it, Fisto! Fisto!